In this video, we're going to go over the M16 tactical rifle. This is a weapon right here that you can use in both core modes and hardcore modes. It's solid in either. It's a 3-round burst as usual in other Call of Duties, but this thing is pretty solid in the core modes. Usually I stick with just the hardcore Nuketown, but I found a lot of success playing in the core mode of Nuketown as well with this. Obviously some of them are going to be a little bit easier, like the long shots in hardcore, because you just need the one burst people. But overall, I mean, it's whatever game mode you want to play. If you are having troubles in the core modes, maybe just go to hardcore, and then you'll have no trouble killing people. For the class setup, obviously the primary has to be the M16, secondary whatever you want. Tactical, I put the stun grenade Semtex in my same setup as usual. Field mic for my field upgrade. This is going to help with one of the challenges. Wild cards, perk greed, flak and tack, obviously a lot of grenade spam out there, a lot of tactical spam. For perk 2, gearhead and assassin, this is just going to help you get your field mics a little bit quicker and be able to hold 2 of them. And then assassin just gives you more points if anybody's on a streak. This will help you get your UAVs, counter UAVs, stuff like that. That will also help with the challenges. And then finally for perk 3, cold-blooded and ghost, this just helps you keep you off the radar, especially if you're playing hardcore. This is nice to have. That way they won't be able to see you as well. And then if they put down any sentry guns or anything of the such like that, they won't target you. So cold-blooded and ghost is my go-to. This is my go-to class setup for almost every weapon, and this helps me out tremendously with this setup. So for the attachments for this gun, the optic, I went with the axial 3 arms 3x scope. This is just going to help, especially with like the long shots. But you can just sit back and pick people off at a distance. But I also find that I don't really have a trouble using this up close either. I can run and gun with this. So this scope here is just good for all around. Depending on how the game flow is going, sometimes I will sit back and let the other team just keep rushing me, and I'll just sit there and pick them off. Other times I like to run a gun. So like I said, this scope here is this optic here is good for both styles of play. For the muzzle, I put the muzzle brake 5.56 on. This is just going to help with the vertical recoil control. Basically that way you can spam the weapon a little bit better and not have to worry about it kicking straight up. For the underbarrel, I put the front grip on. This is going to give you plus 30% to horizontal recoil control, and again, just can help with your recoil. That makes this thing a laser. For the magazine, I put the 45 round speed mag on. That way you don't have to reload as much, because you are shooting 3 bullets at a time. So every time you squeeze the trigger, you're gonna dump 3 rounds off. So this just helps you to not have to reload as often. But then when you do, because it's a speed mag, it will help out. And then finally for the handle, I put the serpent wrap on. This is just gonna help with the aim down sight time. Like I said, so if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, or if you want to challenge people at a distance, and maybe they have the spot before you can get to where you're trying to be, this is going to help you get down aim sight a little bit quicker, and maybe you could get the jump on them, even though they're already locked and holding down the sight lines. You might be able to just 3 burst the headshot, and you'll get the kill. So that's the setup that I use. That's the class setups. That's the attachments I used. And then finally for the challenges, for a spray, it's just get 300 eliminations. No need to go over this. That comes natural. For stripes, just get 100 headshots. Everything in hardcore is a one-shot headshot, so if you're having trouble, just aim up a little bit. But other than that, it shouldn't be too hard to unlock the headshots. For a classic, get 5 kills without dying 20 times. Just basically get a bloodthirsty with the weapon. All 5 kills have to come with this. They do stack, so if you do get a merciless with this, it'll count as 2, so on and so forth. Like I said before, just however the game's playing now, usually one team will just rush the other one just sits back. So if your team's rushing, just rush with them, and just pick the players off sitting back. And if it's vice versa and they're rushing you and you're having a hard time keeping up, just sit back and let them come to you. Switch your spot around a little bit and kind of patrol one area and just let them keep coming in there and just keep wiping them out. For geometric, just get 50 long shot medals. That's where the 3x scope is going to come in handy. Just sit back, pick people off that's in the garage, or if you're in the garage, shoot back and forth. The windows, pick people off from one side to the other. Shouldn't be too hard. For Flora, just kill 75 enemies detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks, equipment, or field upgrades. This is like where I said the gearhead with the field mic comes in handy. This is where assassin with the UAV comes in handy. This is where your stun grenades come in handy. Anything you have up or you're using at the time and you get a kill, you'll see it pop up on your screen. If you stun them, you'll see that you got the extra XP for stunning them and killing them. If you get them with the UAV, you'll see that pop up. But just do that 75 times to unlock that one. For science, just shoot and kill 50 enemies taking cover from you in multiplayer. Especially if you find in like I said, I do everything in Nuketown. So if you're playing Nuketown and you find that they're sitting up in those windows and they keep coming back up there, especially in hardcore, because they'll try to duck down and slide around in there, but you can still see the tops of their heads, and all it takes is one bullet. So having it 3 times scope and you're just waiting for them, especially people get pissed off and will keep coming back to that same window, you can just sit there and rack these up, no problems. And then finally for psychedelic, just kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times. Just get two or more double kills. That's all it is. It's really simple. Double kills, triple kills, quad feeds, quad kills, all that shit. It will all count towards these challenges. So shouldn't be too hard. Just be aggressive. And like I said, if you're having a hard time getting the kills down, play hardcore. Everything's just a one-shot kill. So there shouldn't be no issues at all getting kills in hardcore with this thing. And then finally, once you unlock all the camos for this gun, you unlock the gold. When you unlock gold for all of your tactical rifles, you unlock diamond. And when you unlock diamond for all the weapons in the game, you unlock DM Ultra. So DM Ultra looks pretty decent on this weapon, I think. Diamond, not so much. Gold is okay. I wish diamond covered more than just right there, like DM Ultra does, and like gold does, but that's okay. Overall, like I said, this is a pretty solid weapon. I actually completed this one a long time ago before it got nerfed, so I'm not exactly sure how well it performs now, but I can't imagine it'd be too much difference, especially playing Nuketown. You're close enough that it shouldn't take extra shots to get kills. So that's it for this video. If you guys didn't like it, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe. And if you want to see more like this in the future, make sure you stick around, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.